Service Access and Management, better known as SAM, was incorporated in 1997 in Berks County to transition mental health, intellectual developmental disability services traditionally managed by county government to the control of a newly formed private corporation.
Well, we started as an actual component of county government. And as a result of our operations inside government, we recognized that there might be a way that we could perhaps be a bit more efficient if we didn't have all the obstacles that governmental entities have to deal with in terms of provision of service to people, especially since the service that we provide tends to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Operating a service like that inside a governmental structure is a challenge. Government offices aren't built to do that. So based on that worry and that concern for shrinking human service dollars, we put together a plan and proposed it to the commissioners in Berks County in 1997. We made our proposal to them in March of 1997. They had the courage to go forward with it. It was a rather, I would say, unusual idea back then because governmental entities weren't real big into outsourcing at that point. They decided to go ahead with it, and we were operational the following July 1st.
From the start, the hope was that recreating Service Access and Management as a private, not-for-profit corporation would allow greater flexibility in providing services, negotiating contracts, and managing staff with an emphasis on offering the most effective programs for our consumers in the most cost-effective way to enable stretching the ever-shrinking MHIDD dollars.
Primarily, we are a case management provider. We provide case management services of all types for all populations, from early intervention through intellectual developmental disabilities to persons with mental illness. From there, we expanded and now offer additional services in some locations. We do outpatient services, we do psychiatric rehabilitation, and we do a number of different administrative support and fiscal services for various customers, including county governments.
News of SAM's success in Berks County spread, and in 2004, neighboring Schuylkill County hired SAM as a consultant to assist the county with budgetary concerns, and then later that year hired SAM to manage its mental health and IDD services.
Schuylkill County Commissioners at first had given SAM a contract to do a fiscal and structural review, which they conducted for about 6 months. And then at the end of that period of time, the commissioners awarded them the contract for case management, fiscal management services.
Nearly 10 years have passed since SAM began providing services to Schuylkill County, and during that time, the scope of services provided has been expanded to include housing assistance and fiscal administration, as well as marketing and administrative services for the county's nursing home. Transitioning employees is usually a concern when county governments contract with SAM to provide case management services.
SAM has been with the county for the past 10 years, and one of the things that was of concern in the county, of course, right up front was how will employment be affected here in the county. And SAM was successful in transitioning many of the employees that were county employees to MHMR, and they have had a great transition. In fact, one of the things that I've heard over the years is how happy the employees that have transferred over have done. Their expertise has been outstanding. They work with our drug and alcohol people, our MHMR, timely reports that we get from them. They are really on the pulse of what happens with the MHMR program.
Rebecca Vogelsang, a supports coordinator from Montgomery County who transitioned from county employment to SAM, tells of her transition.
They care a lot about the people they serve. I can tell that just from, 6 months that I've been there, the way that they handle situations that come up, emergencies, the way that they organize their agency to benefit the consumers and their needs. They put those as number one. They have very high expectations of their employees, But I look at that as a good thing because it tells me that that just means that they expect the best in care and the best in service.
I think what makes SAM unique is our model of mobility. Our belief is that we need to meet with consumers in their real life locations, in their real life scenarios, rather than in an artificially created environment in an office. So that all of our services are provided in the field where the person resides and or some public location where that the person may frequent on a regular basis.
When it comes to crisis intervention, SAM also believes in meeting with consumers in their environment.
The mobility of our crisis intervention service tends to be somewhat unique. Almost all of our interactions are face-to-face in the field as opposed to telephone crisis, since we believe that you can't really get a true picture of the circumstances if you're talking to a person on the phone only. Usually every contact starts with a phone call, but is followed up by an on-site visit with the person.
While the consumer is always SAM's #1 focus, support of its employees is also a priority.
Our focus, in order to serve the people that we serve internally, is to give our staff a comfortable environment, an open, comfortable environment that allows them to be comfortable and relaxed and to be prepared when they go out to see people. And so in order to do that, we have a high level of supervision, a high level of availability of our supervisory and management staff available to staff whenever they need it, whether that be to review a case, whether that be to get direction. So having a supported staff leads to better service for the people that we serve. And so we really do focus on a relaxed work environment and supportive work environment for our staff.
From early intervention to IDD coordination, mental health case management, and peer support, the comments from the people we serve across Pennsylvania are our best measure of success. When Christine Arbanis took custody of her 1-year-old grandson, Zane Edwards, the boy was suffering from reactive attachment disorder.
When we got him, he didn't do anything. He didn't know how to play with toys. He didn't give kisses, hugs. He didn't talk. He didn't do anything. He didn't walk. We knew something was wrong, but we didn't know what. We didn't know anybody because we just moved here. Parents as teachers got me in touch with SAM, and SAM directed me everywhere. They got me through all of the companies, all of the help. They brought Zane up to where he needed to be. He exceeds where he's at now.
At sites throughout Pennsylvania, Service Access and Management provides varied services, including early intervention, intellectual developmental disability, and mental health case management services, outpatient services, psychiatric rehabilitation, certified peer support services, Veterans Outreach and Coordination Program, case management for seniors, nursing home administration, and truancy remediation. In addition, since 2004, SAM has shared our financial and program know-how with agencies and county governments throughout Pennsylvania. We offer a menu of financial and managerial services including contract development and monitoring, corporate compliance, policy manual development, HIPAA compliance, administrative entity support, utilization management, supports for internal human resources, supports for information technology. One of the areas where we have provided consulting is in Wayne County.
It was a phenomenal experience for my agency. We were very eager to learn, and they're wonderful teachers. They really took each section of the agency that we needed help with and analyzed it. They took our data and helped us be able to make it work in a much more efficient manner, and also the most paramount is to provide the services to our consumers. I always believed that we were providing good service, but we needed to do it fiscally responsibly as well, and that really was their expertise. And to be able to manage and balance the fiscal aspect of case management with providing quality service.
Among the fiscal services we provide our clients are fiscal and technical oversight, audit preparation, budgeting, rate setting, subrecipient monitoring, cost allocation development, fiscal policy and procedure development, internal control compliance, productivity analysis, financial reporting and analysis, and allocation management. At SAM, our partners benefit from the knowledge that our nearly 600 employees have gained serving 15 counties. The results are helping our partners provide higher quality services more efficiently and cost effectively. Service Access and Management Incorporated, helping people improve their lives every day.